Alright, today I have a review and tutorial for this new product from Lena Nail Art Supply, and it is called the Stamp Stick, and it's a black stamping polish that you can use for pigments and foils. So I decided to test it on foils first because that's generally the hard thing, and it works great. It's very similar to the Moira foil stamping polish if you've used that. But as always, regardless of what kind of product I use, I have trouble doing it directly on the nail because my nails are really curvy, if you can see that, and I just actually file them down so they're not as curvy as usual, but they're very curvy, and so it's very difficult to get even pressure across the whole nail as you're applying the foil. And you can see on my thumb, it worked great right along the top there, but then it didn't on the sides. And so that's always a bit frustrating. So what I decided to do was make decals out of these. And I'll bring them up closer so you can see that doing it this way, okay, one, you get a much cleaner foil stick, okay, than you do doing it on the nail. And yes, it's more trouble and it takes longer to apply, but for me, because I always get inconsistent results, I decided to go this way. So the pictures that I show are not these, but they will be these that I have applied. So I'm going to show you how I did that. So these are the Moira Magic Foil. This is a copper color, and I cut them a bit short, so sometimes it doesn't cover the entire image, but it's enough for the for what's going on the nail. Okay, so I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use the Lena Twirls and Swirls 02 plate. And I'm going to use this image, and I'm actually only going to be using this part of it, so I'm not going to stamp the entire image. Okay, so let me bring this up closer here. So I'm just going to stamp as usual, using the and again, it's a pretty thick polish, but it has no weird smell. The brush is just big, and you don't need that much of it. So I'm just gonna go across the top there, make sure I have covered the part of the image that I'm going to use. Then I'm going to just lightly scrape once. Pick up the image as usual, then stamp onto the decal. Then I'm going to take the foil immediately and place it and press down with my thumb. Now, not with my thumbnail, with my thumb, okay? Just making sure that that has stuck pretty well. Then I'm going to it's hard to separate the foil from the there we go, and remove. And hopefully you can see this, that it applied really well. And let me remove this stuff and I can show you a little bit better. Foil's really hard to photograph or video since it's just so shiny. But here you can see that the foil applied evenly. I missed a bit down below just because my piece of foil was a little too short, but hopefully you can see that. And compared to how I did it on my nail, I think that's a big difference. So I'm going to apply these to my nails. Now I will caution and say that I see a lot of people complaining about the foil wrinkling upon top coat, and you do need to use something like this, which is the Born Pretty no smudge top coat. And there are others you can use. Some water-based ones work well. You may need a couple of coats. Lena also has come up with a top coat that is good for no smudging as well, but I don't have that to show you. And for those who are curious, the base for this is KB Shimmer Cactus If You Can. Anyway, thanks for watching and hope that was helpful.